The classic car market is lying to you. While everyone is busy overpaying for Mustangs and Camaros, a hidden group of cars is quietly exploding in value. And most people don't even know they exist. These aren't poster cars. These are the ones smart collectors are secretly buying right now. And the car at number 1? It might be one of the biggest mistakes the market has ever made. Number 8. The 1987 to 1988 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. At first glance, it looks like a forgotten luxury cruiser. But underneath, it's hiding serious performance. Powered by a turbocharged 2.3-liter engine borrowed from the Mustang SVO, this car came packed with advanced tech for its time. Adjustable suspension, 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS, and a limited slip differential. It was so advanced, it even won Motor Trend's Car of the Year. But because it lived in the shadow of the Fox-body Mustang, most people completely ignored it. Right now, these cars are still incredibly cheap. But clean examples are disappearing fast. And that's exactly when prices start rising. But things get even crazier with the next car. Number 7. The 1988 to 1991 Buick Reatta. Yes, a Buick. And that's exactly why people ignored it. But this wasn't just any Buick. It was a rare, hand-built two-seater, assembled in a specialized craft center, not on a normal factory line. And it had something almost unbelievable for the 1980s, a touchscreen display. It controlled the radio, climate, and diagnostics, decades ahead of its time. A growing cult following. But prices are still shockingly low, which makes it a perfect sleeper investment. And this is where things start getting interesting. Number 6. The 1984 to 1992 Lincoln Mark VII LSC. It looks like a luxury yacht, but it hides the heart of a street fighter. Under the hood, a 5.0-liter V8, the same legendary engine from the Fox-body Mustang. This car was way ahead of its time, featuring air suspension and early ABS systems. Most people see it as an old luxury car, but in reality, it's a muscle car in disguise. And because of that, it's still massively undervalued today. But this next one completely breaks the rules. Number 5. The 1987 to 1989 Dodge Daytona Shelby Z. When you hear the name Shelby, you think of Cobras and Mustangs, not a front-wheel drive Dodge. And that's exactly why this car gets ignored. But Carroll Shelby actually worked on this car and turned it into something special. It featured a turbocharged engine with forged internals, a lightweight body, and sharp handling. Back in its day, it could embarrass much bigger V8 cars on twisty roads. And yet somehow, you can still buy one for surprisingly cheap. But we're just getting started. Number 4. The 1988 Pontiac Fiero GT. This car has one of the most misunderstood stories ever. Early models had problems, and that bad reputation never went away. But in 1988, everything changed. Pontiac completely redesigned the suspension. Finally, made the car what it was always meant to be. A true mid-engine sports car. With aggressive styling and incredible handling, it felt like a mini Ferrari. But just when it became perfect, GM killed it. Today, the final year models are slowly rising in value, as collectors finally realize what they missed. And now, we're entering serious hidden goldmine territory. Number 3. The 1989 to 1991 Ford Taurus SHO. It looks like a boring family sedan, and that's exactly the point. Because under the hood, it hides something insane. A high-revving V6 engine built by Yamaha. It produced over 200 horsepower and screamed all the way to 7,000 RPM. At the time, it was one of the fastest sedans in the world. But because it looked so normal, most people never took it seriously. And today, that makes it one of the best sleeper deals on the market. But if you think that's rare, wait until you see this. Number 2. The 1989 to 1990 Pontiac Grand Prix ASC McLaren Turbo. Yes, McLaren. This wasn't just a regular Pontiac. It was heavily modified with help from ASC and McLaren. featuring a turbocharged engine, aggressive bodywork, and even a heads-up display. Production numbers were extremely low, making it incredibly rare. But because people don't recognize it, prices are still far below where they should be. Which brings us to number 1. And this one is on a completely different level. The 1991 to 1992 Dodge Spirit RT. It looks like the most boring car imaginable. Boxy, plain, completely forgettable. But this car was an absolute monster. Dodge partnered with Lotus to create a high-performance engine, then added a massive turbocharger. The result? Over 200 horsepower in a lightweight sedan. In its time, this thing could outrun cars like the BMW M5 and Porsche 944 Turbo. And almost nobody saw it coming. Production numbers were extremely low, and today it remains one of the most overlooked performance cars ever built. Which is exactly why it's still affordable. For now. So here's the real question. How many of these cars have you completely ignored? Because the truth is, the biggest opportunities are always hiding in plain sight. And the people who win are the ones who act before everyone else wakes up. If you had to pick just one of these cars to buy today, which one are you betting on before prices explode? Let me know in the comments. And trust me, there are even crazier hidden cars out there.